Receiving Room Logbook. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms, contact the scribe on duty, and notify him that a contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. Copper Commons. This is a handful of copper commons. Fist irons. This crude iron bar is designed to slip over the fist, with the thick portion resting in the palm and the iron ring facing outwards over the knuckles. While wearing these fist irons, a single punch can shatter someone's jaw. This gate looks sealed shut. There is no lock or other means of opening it. This body is completely covered by a rough dark cloth. This corpse has been completely wrapped in bandages, like a mummy. This corpse has been completely wrapped in bandages, like a mummy. This buccal is Lehubed fit must contain thousands of names. Zombie worker. This walking corpse has the numbers 1094 carved into its forehead. Its mouth has been sewn tightly shut, and the chemical reek of fresh formaldehyde hangs in an overpowering cloud around it. Despite the pallid, sunken features and lifeless, milky eyes, it is clear this was once a handsome young man. Oh. So, seen anything one tourist wanting going on? Zombie worker. The corpse continues to stare at you. Leave the corpse in peace. Zombie worker. This female corpse is making the rounds from slab to slab in the room. Her hair is knotted into a long braid and looped around her neck like a noose. Someone has stenciled the number 1096 onto her forehead, and her lips have been stitched closed. Nice braid. Zombie worker. The corpse does not respond. You doubt it even knows you're there. Farewell then. Zombie worker. This corpse is shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpses lying there. The number 396 is carved into his left temple, and his lips are stitched closed. You notice the corpse is carrying a roll of bandages in its hand. The bandages look usable. 1. Mind if I borrow those bandages? 2. Try and take the bandages from the zombie. 1. Mind if I borrow those bandages? Zombie worker. The corpse continues to stare at you. Try and take the bandages from the zombie. Zombie worker. You snake your hand out and take the roll of bandages from the corpse's hand. The corpse doesn't even seem to notice. It continues going through the motions of bandaging the bodies. Examine the corpse again. Zombie worker. This corpse is shuffling from slab to slab, bandaging the corpses lying there. It is still carrying on about its duties, even without bandages. The number 396 is carved into his left temple, and his lips are stitched closed. Sorry about taking those bandages from you. It's just that I need them more than the bodies here. Zombie worker. The corpse continues to stare at you. Leave the corpse in peace. Zombie worker. The number 121 has been inked on the forehead of this corpse, and the ink has run down its eyes, cheeks, and jaw. As you follow the ink tears down the corpse's face, you notice it has run into the stitching sealing the corpse's lips and is caught on what looks like the corner of a note stuck in the corpse's mouth. Try and pull the note out. Zombie worker. The note has mingled with the ichor in the zombie's mouth. If you tried to pull the paper out through the cross stitches, it would tear the paper to shreds. Hacking up the corpse to get at it looks like it will destroy the note. You'll need to find a delicate way to remove the stitches before removing the note. Use the scalpel to cut through the stitches. Zombie worker. You deftly slice through the stitches sealing the corpse's mouth, and the jaw sags open. You carefully pull the note from the corpse's mouth. Despite the condition of the paper, the writing on it still appears legible. Examine the corpse again. Zombie worker. The number 121 has been inked on the forehead of this corpse, and the ink has run down across its eyes, cheeks, and jaw. making it look as if it is crying. Its jaw is hanging open, and a trail of ichor is trickling from the corner of its mouth. Sorry about slicing those stitches. IUST had to see what was in our HNJY mouth. Zombie worker. The corpse's milky white eyes stare at you vacantly. Leave the corpse in peace. Note from corpse number 1201. This is a foul, smelling note retrieved from the mouth of one of the mortuary zombies. It looks like it was sewn into the corpse's mouth by accident. Despite its condition, the writing is legible. Please, to whatever dustman reads this, I beg of you. I know of my legal obligation under the terms of the dead contract, but I am prepared to offer more than my signing fee if you will cremate my body rather than raising it. I have arranged for this note to be left with my body upon my death. If you are reading this, then please use this note as instructed and accept the result in exchange for my contracted duty. Let my contract number serve as the key. It looks like the corpse was too late to prevent the raising, but you notice that beneath the writing is a diagram. It looks like directions for folding the parchment into a strange pattern. Use. Note from corpse number 1201. This foul-smelling note has a strange-looking diagram inscribed beneath the writing. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the note so their points touch the center. There is a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. One, fold the upper right into the center. 2. Fold the lower right into the center. 3. Fold the lower left into the center. 4. Fold the upper left into the center. 1201. One, fold the upper right into the center. 2. Fold the lower left into the center. 2. Fold the upper left into the center. 1. Unfold the note. Start again. Note from corpse number 1201. This foul, smelling note has a strange-looking diagram inscribed beneath the writing. It looks as if it's instructing you to fold the corners of the note so their points touch the center. There is a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. Fold the upper left into the center. 1. Fold the upper right into the center. 1. Fold the lower right into the center. 1. Fold the lower left into the center. There is a series of strange marks on each corner. 1 mark on the upper right, 2 marks on the lower right, 3 marks on the lower left, and no marks on the upper left. Nameless 1. Fold the upper right into the center. 1. Fold the lower right into the center. 2. Fold the upper left into the center. 1. Fold the upper right back into the center. 2. Note from corpse number 121, as you fold the upper right corner back to the center, the lower left corner mirrors the action until all the corners touch in the center. You watch for a moment, and the corners of the paper raise up, turning the note into a small 4-sided paper pyramid. Open the sides of the pyramid. Note from corpse number 120L, you peel back the sides of the pyramid, and the paper disintegrates to dust. Inside is a small triangle-shaped earring. It catches the light and gleams brightly. Take the triangle earring. Triangle earring. You receive this small earring from folding a note in the mouth of one of the walking corpses in the mortuary. It's a beautiful earring, but despite its beauty, all it seems to do is remind you how strange this world you've woken up one in is. Identify. Zombie worker. The smell of formaldehyde emanating from this corpse is particularly strong. It smells like it was applied recently, and with good reason. This corpse appears to be in an advanced stage of decay. Her jaw is missing, and some of the flesh has slid off her skull, revealing the number 1072 chiseled into the bone. I think this one's seen better days. Zombie worker. The corpse does not respond to your voice. The fact it has no jaw may have something to do with it. Either that, or it simply has nothing to say. Farewell then. Dull. This scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal, gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Mort. Whoa, Chief. What are you doing? I was going to speak with this scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Mort, look, rattling your bone box with Dusties should be the last thing dash. Dull. Before Mort can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down, and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. Mort, and we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we give this place the laugh, the bet. Dull. Before Mort can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. 9 and know me. Restless one, do you? Dull, know you? Aye. There is a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one, no more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment, for you have forgotten, have you not? WH0 asterisk or asterisk you. Who are you? Dull. As always, the question, and the wrong question, as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. Aye. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Dull. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dull.
Updated my journal.
Dull. Very well. What did you wish to know? 1. What is this place? 2. How did I get here? 3. Can you tell me how to get out of here? 4. Do you know who I am? 5. What do you do here? 6. You sound ill. Are you not well? 1. What is this place? Dull. You are in the mortuary, restless one. Again you have come. Before he can finish, Dull breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. Dull. This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left this shadow of life and walked the path to true death. Dull's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life. Dull. Yes, a shadow. You see, restless one, this life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickerings of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die. And here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve the true death. 7 true death? Doll, true death is non-existence. A state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Doll coughs, then gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Sounds like oblivion. Why would anyone want that? Doll, is it worse than remaining in the shadow of what life once was? I think not. Tell me more about the mortuary. Three, Dustmen. Doll, we Dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life and help others on their journey. Perhaps you can explain why the Dustmen want me dead. Doll sighs. It is said there are souls who can never attain the true death. Death has forsaken them, and their names shall never be penned in the dead book. To awake from death as you have done suggests you are one of these souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction. Unacceptable. That doesn't sound like it leaves me in a good position. Doll, you must understand. Your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction would order you cremated if they were aware of your affliction. You're a Dustman, but you don't seem to be in favor of killing me. Why not? Doll, because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up this shadow of life on your own, not because we force you to. Doll looks about to break into another coughing jag, but he manages to hold it in with some effort. As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth. What is your post? Doll, I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Doll coughs again, then takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the Dustmen do not recognize me?
Updated my journal.
Doll, I am the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, restless one. Doll breaks into a fit of coughing, then steadies himself. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. Tell me more about the mortuary. Doll, this is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as Dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left this shadow of life and walked the path to true death. Doll's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Wounds. Doll, yes, the wounds that decorate your body. They look as if they would have sent a lesser man along the path of the true death, yet it seems as if many of them have healed already. Doll coughs violently for a moment, then steadies himself. But those are only the surface wounds. Only surface wounds. What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Doll, I speak of the wounds of the mind. You have forgotten much, have you not? Mayhap your true wounds run much deeper than the scars that decorate your surface. Doll coughs again, but that is something that only you would know for certain. Tell me more about the mortuary. How did I get here? Doll, Doll snorts in contempt, as if he finds the memory repugnant. Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, restless one. You would think you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. I arrived here on a cart.
Updated my journal.
Doll, yes, your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Doll breaks into another violent fit of coughing, finally catching his breath minutes later. Your cynical Pharod was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is this Pharod? Doll. He is a collector of the dead. Doll draws a ragged breath, then continues. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those that have walked the path of true death and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. Doesn't sound like you like Pharod much. Doll. There are some I respect, restless one. Doll takes a ragged breath and steadies himself. Pharod is not one of them. He wears his ill repute like a badge of honor and takes liberties with the possessions of the dead. He is a knight of the post, cross-trading filth of the lowest sort. Knight of the post. Doll. A knight of the post. Doll coughs. A thief. All Pharod brings to our walls comes stripped of a little less of their dignity than they possessed in life. Pharod takes whatever he may pry from their stiffening fingers. Did this Pharod take anything from me? Doll. Doll pauses, considering. Most likely. Are you missing anything? Especially anything of value? His voice dips as he frowns. Not that Pharod would take exception to anything that wasn't physically grafted to your body, and sometimes even that's not enough to give his greedy mind pause. I am missing a journal. Doll. A journal? If it was of any value, then it is likely it lies in Pharod's hands. Where can I find this Pharod? Doll. If events persist as they have, restless one, you have a much greater chance of Pharod finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. Doll, a slight warning creeps into Doll's tone. Do not seek out Pharod, restless one. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again, with you none the wiser and Pharod a few coppers richer. Accept death, restless one. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery. I have to find him. Do you know where he is?
Updated my journal.
Doll. Doll is silent for a moment. When he finally speaks, he seems to do so reluctantly. I do not know under which gutterstone Pharod lairs at the moment, but I imagine that he can be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates, in the Hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. Can you tell me more about the mortuary? Sigil. Doll. Sigil is our fair city, restless one. 2. I see. I had some other questions. Doll. Very well. What did you wish to know? Four. Do you know who I am?
Updated my journal.
Doll, I know scant little of you, restless one. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. Doll sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, restless one. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others who have journeyed with me, and they are here.
Updated my journal.
Doll, do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Doll looks like he is about to start coughing again, then catches his breath. Am I mistaken? Where is her body? Doll, the Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. Check the biers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. I don't know. I don't recall ever traveling with a woman. Doll makes no response to this. He simply stares at you in silence. Before, you said there were others interred here who journeyed with me. Where are they? Doll, doubtless there are, but I know not their names, nor where they lie. One such as you has left a path many have walked, and few have survived. Doll gestures around you. All dead come here. Some must have traveled with you once. I find no fault with your reasoning. I had some other questions. What do you do here? Doll, I am a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. Doll coughs again, then takes a deep breath. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. You say that I have been here more than once. How is it that the dust men do not recognize me? Doll, I am the one that catalogs the shells that come to our halls, restless one. Doll breaks into a fit of coughing, then steadies himself. Only I see the faces of those that lie upon our slabs. The dark of your existence lies safe with me. I had some other questions. You sound ill. Are you not well? Doll, I am close now to the true death, restless one. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Doll gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. The eternal boundary. Doll, the boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. I see. I had some other questions. 3. Can you tell me how to get out of here? Doll, The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than dustmen pass. Doll breaks into a ragged cough, then continues. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. Farewell then, Doll. Day 0, Hour 10, I met a sickly scribe named Dallan. The mortuary. He knew I had forgotten myself before I even spoke to him. Did I know him before I lost my memories? I was hoping to get someone else's, but this place seems to breed more and more questions. Day 0, Hour 10. Dahl told me he is the one responsible for keeping my return visits to the mortuary a secret from the rest of the dustmen. Since he is the scribe in the receiving room, he is one of the only ones who sees my body when it arrives here. Day 0, Hour 10. Dahl suggested that the wounds I have suffered are minor in comparison to the wounds in my mind. He even went so far as to suggest that the wounds I've suffered may be responsible for my loss of memory, and the mental damage may be much greater than amnesia. The thought makes me uneasy. I wouldn't mind hearing some good news every once in a while. Day 0, Hour 10. Apparently, Pharod delivered my body here in a cart, along with a heap of other corpses. Was I actually dead when he did this? Day 0, Hour 10. Dahl told me that Pharod can be found beyond the mortuary, in some place called the Hive. He didn't seem to want me to go hunting for Pharod, but then again, he's not the one who's lost his memories and woken up from the dead, so he can keep his opinions to himself. Dahl suggested I ask some of the people in the Hive where I can find Pharod. Day 0, Hour 10. I asked Dahl if he knew me, and he responded that he knew little about me, and even less about the companions that had traveled with me in the past. Apparently, their bodies lie in the mortuary. Perhaps seeing them will cause my memories to resurface. Day 0, Hour 10. Dahl told me that one of the women who journeyed with me is interred in the memorial hall on the first floor of the mortuary. Dahl. This elderly scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Dead charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, a non-human face, as the ears narrow to points. A large white beard flows underscored down the front of his black robes like a waterfall. He coughs occasionally. The book he works in front of is huge and seems to contain many names.